I'm sorry, my stomach was making so much noise. And that wasn't my radiator for once. I wonder if you can hear it on the camera. Maybe I'll increase the volume when it's growling. But anyway, welcome back to The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 here on YouTube. I am so appreciative to everyone that watches these videos. Okay, I appreciate traffic coming in, traffic going out. So The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 can expand, and we can talk about comic book related stuff, movies, television series, cartoons, actual books, actual literature. Comic books are important. They kind of let you know what a character is at its core, his or her core, or their core. And the latest comic book materials that I've gotten are these babies. Thor, the Saga of Gore the God Butcher, which is amazing. Unlike the movie that is based on and disrespected Thor Love and Garbage, Thor Love and Thunder. And I also got this, the Compendium, see how thick it is? To Invincible, so I can see what the original source material is like and compare it to the animated series, which I believe is the best animated series that I've seen in years, Invincible, on Amazon Prime. All right, and that's a passion of mine, comic books. I love it. I'm actually in the process of writing my own superhero, super character universe. Okay, that's where I got the name Expanse Publishing, which will be copyrighted soon, or make it an LLC. You know what I mean? But I'm not here to sing my own praises. I'm here to talk to you guys about comic book related things. If you've liked the videos that you've seen thus far, hit the like button. If not, hit the dislike button. Share these videos with other people that you know that like comic book stuff as much as you do. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications. All, not personalized or whichever one is underneath, but all. So the next time a new video is dropped, you'll know about it second. I'll know about it first. One breath champ. All right. So, this headline jumped off the screen, and it literally has jumped off the screen with an advertisement. So let's see if we can right the ship and go back to it. Okay, but it says, Marvel may have just revealed the villain for the MCU's Fantastic Four movie. Let me stop right there. There is only one person who should be the villain in the Fantastic Four movie, and it's Victor Von Doom, Dr. Doom, absolute monarch of Latveria, a fictional country in Eastern Europe. There's no real place called Latveria. But let's go through the article anyway and hear what they're going to say, okay? Thanks to Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania's first post-credits scene, the villain of Marvel's Fantastic Four may already be in the MCU. Oh, God. Not one of the Kang variants. Actually, a thought just hit me. A theory. Hopefully, I'll remember it by the time I finish this article. But the author of this article is Charles Nicholas Raymond. And the website is Screen Rant. Okay? This picture here of John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. From that ghastly scene. Not a ghastly movie. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness was a good movie. But that ghastly scene offended me greatly. Alright? But Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania may have just introduced the villain of Marvel's new Fantastic Four movie. For now, there's no official word on who Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, the Human Torch, and the Thing will have to fight when they make their MCU debut. However, it's possible that their foe was already in the MCU. The general expectation for a Fantastic Four story is that the main antagonist will be Dr. Doom, as I just stated. But there's really no reason why their greatest enemy has to be encountered first. And that's true, now that I'm thinking about it. After all, Doom is one of dozens of viable candidates for Fantastic Four's villain. During their long history in the comic books, Marvel's first family has gone up against a long list of challenging opponents, many of which being characters now eligible for an MCU appearance after Disney purchased Fox. Okay? In fact, one of the options for the villain now exists in the MCU thanks to Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Quantumania's Egyptian Kang variant could be MCU Fantastic Four's villain. Okay, now I have to say this because it looks like they're going where I was going to go. Ramatut, okay? Ramatut is one of the variants, of Kang that we saw at the end of the movie in the mid-credit scene. Spoiler! Sorry. Spoiler! If you haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, don't listen. Do all that while I'm talking, okay? If you don't care to see it, then I'll just tell you. But in the mid-credit scene, freaking pop-up, close you. You see a gathering of Kang variants, and one of them is in Egyptian attire. That is Rama Tut. Rama Tut could not only help introduce the Fantastic Four to the MCU by being their primary villain, but Rama Tut and the Fantastic Four, probably bigger than anything related to the Fantastic Four or Kang the Conqueror, deals with the origins of Apocalypse, the X-Men villain. Since Kang can intersect timelines, we may see in Sabanur. That's where we can go with Kang being the big bad for Marvel's Phase 5 and Phase 6. As Rama Tut, we literally could see the unfolding of the origins of Apocalypse. Because the Fantastic Four is involved in Apocalypse's origin. Because they're there pursuing Rama Tut. Let's proceed to the article. In Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania's first post-credits scene, Marvel showed off 3 new Kang variants. One was dressed like an Egyptian pharaoh. His costume identifies him as Rama Tut. I just said that. A character who represents a specific point in Kang's Marvel Comics timeline. The implication of this gathering of Kang variants is that the 3 of them will be among the villains fighting Earth's mightiest heroes in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. Given the film's setup for the next Avengers movie, that scenario certainly does seem likely, but that doesn't mean these characters won't be seen again until then. Clearly, Rama Tut has a leadership role in the Council of Kangs, meaning that he may be at the forefront of the conflict when the characters begin to put their schemes in motion. Since it's surely a multi-pronged plan, the Council of Kangs may work toward getting what they want before their inevitable clash with the Avengers. Each of the 3 central players in the Council of Kangs could start enacting their respective parts of the plan, with Rama Tut's role potentially being the focus of its own movie, maybe the Fantastic Four. Since Rama Tut has comic ties to the Fantastic Four, their movie could host his next live-action appearance. Who is Rama Tut in the Marvel Comics, okay? Introduced before the true Kang the Conqueror, Rama Tut first appeared in Fantastic Four number 19 as a time traveler from the future who visited ancient Egypt and took up residence there as its pharaoh. He ruled the region for a while, but eventually came to feel that his life had become mundane. Seeking to add some excitement to it, Rama Tut hid clues in Egypt, knowing they'd be seen thousands of years later by the Fantastic Four, who had a time machine. By following this strategy, Rama Tut successfully lured the team straight to him for a battle in the past. I just spoke of that. When debuting Kang in Avengers number 8, Marvel used Rama Tut to explain the former's backstory. Apparently, Kang and Rama Tut are the same person, but the 2 personas represent different periods in the character's life. In the beginning, he was Nathaniel Richards, a man from the 31st century who discovered the time travel technology invented by Dr. Doom. With it, Richards ventured into the past and satisfied his desire for power by becoming the ruler of Egypt. After getting defeated by the Fantastic Four, Rama Tut fled back into the time stream and rebranded himself as Kang the Conqueror. Later, Marvel brought back Rama Tut as an alternate timeline counterpart of Kang's and a character eager for redemption. Okay, why Rama Tut should be the villain in Marvel's Fantastic Four movie. Similar to the situation with Phase 4, not all of Phase 5 movies can be expected to tie directly to the overarching story, but it would be surprising if Loki Season 2 is Marvel's last stepping stone toward the Kang Dynasty. With 6 movies in between Quantumania and the Kang Dynasty, Marvel should have ample opportunity to continue its Kang setup. Fantastic Four would be in an excellent position to advance the Kang storyline, especially since it's the last MCU movie before Avengers 5, which is Kang Dynasty. If a Kang variant, specifically Rama Tut, is its main antagonist, its story can lead directly into the Kang Dynasty. I don't care about the Kang Dynasty, okay? This is kind of another spoiler, but after seeing the treatment of Kang the Conqueror, who was kind of the more OP component of the Kang character, the way he was treated, the way these new Kangs, Rama Tut and Mortis, and the other one that looks like he's from the future, appear with their bad accents and overacting, I'm not excited to see the Kang Dynasty. I don't even know who's going to be on the roster of the Avengers by the time this movie comes around. We ain't got no Cap, and that's no Cap. Get it? Word play. We got no Iron Man. Thor is a bumbling doofus traveling around in Lone Star's Winnebago Eagle 5 from Spaceballs for some reason with some little girl. The Hulk is a nerd guru who is nowhere near as appealing as his comic book counterpart. There's no Black Panther, unfortunately. Shuri, I'm sorry, but Letitia Wright's character in the Shuri outfit doesn't work as well as T'Challa's. I'm not saying it doesn't work at all. I'm saying we need T'Challa recast. All right? There's no Black Widow. We have Albino Vision, which we haven't seen yet. Maybe he'll resurrect or become apparent somewhere later. But let's get back to the article. Let's finish the article, okay? Through Rama-Tut, Marvel has a way to keep Fantastic Four in line with the main themes of the multiverse saga while also being different from all other Marvel movies at the same time. If Marvel takes inspiration from Fantastic Four's number 19's time travel plot, the team could end up fighting Rama-Tut in ancient Egypt. A Fantastic Four movie set at least partially in this era would obviously distance it from all other movies centered on the team. Plus, it would allow Marvel to use Kang in a way that wouldn't risk overusing Jonathan Majors' MCU character, since Rama-Tut can bring out elements of him that haven't been seen from him yet, such as his hunger for power. Going in this direction would make Fantastic Four a deeply meaningful installment in the multiverse saga, and we're going to end it there because the article is just really lengthy. Okay. Rama-Tut as the main villain, I like it. Again, as I stated, not only would it bring in the Fantastic Four, but we can see the origins of Apocalypse unfold right before our eyes. And Kevin Feige and those working with you, Marvel needs clear. It needs to be resuscitated because since Endgame, everything's been kind of You need power packs. Shout out to Power Pack, the kid group from the 80s. You need powerhouses like the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. Don't prolong their appearances. I don't care what you had set up. And I hate to sound like I'm harping on people. The Echo series, Agatha Harkness, Covenant of Chaos, and Ironheart series, you can push them back. But bring the X-Men forward for star power. Alaka Cox, terrific actress. The actress for Agatha, terrific actress. Dominique Thorne, great actress. We don't want to see them more than we want to see the X-Men. Come on, Kevin. You're the executive producer. You can be like King the Conqueror. Move pieces further down the timeline to give it a boost. Marvel's Phase 5 doesn't have much A-level material. Now, I definitely want to see Secret Invasion. I definitely want to see Captain America New World Order. But I have my doubts about Daredevil Born Again now, after there was an article that I did on The Great Expanse by John Bat 426, talking about it's going to be in the same tone as Deadpool. Did you not watch the Netflix series? Did you not see the gravitas it had because of street level? I'm sorry, my words are kind of fumbling. Did you not see all 3 seasons of Daredevil? Come on, man. Don't screw up Daredevil, please. Bring it down. You can push those mediocre series. That's what they are. They're mediocre characters. You can push them back or out the door all the way and bring X-Men into the forefront immediately. Sooner rather than later, sir. But I like the idea of Rama-Tut, as I said, to introduce Apocalypse and to introduce the Fantastic Four. And if it's done in a different time period, I think that'll give the movie just a whole overall different tone. You know what I mean? And it really doesn't have to be Jonathan Majors. All right? King the Conqueror can just take on any appearance that he wants. You know, and again, this will save you from oversaturating Jonathan Majors. You can recast Rama-Tut. You can. They don't even look the same. Rama-Tut, Immortus, the Scarlet Centaurian, and King the Conqueror. They don't look the same. Come on, man. But yes, so I like the fact that they're talking about Kang's alternate or variants a little more in this, okay? Because I'm not saying I'm like some genius when it comes to comic books, but as soon as I saw their outfits, I said, Immortus, Rama-Tut. But the general audience isn't aware of who they are, okay? So this was my take on this article. If you liked what I said, hit the like button for the algorithm so that it can be recommended more. The Great Expanse by John Bat 426. David Brent, please let them know where the comments go. Put your comments down there. And let's get the Great Expanse by John Bat 426 expanding. You know the rest. Peace.